day here in Michigan to talk about three different things this morning. First of all, come on in, make sure you push like, that thumbs up. You push that black bell for all notifications so you can be notified. And please, every single day, watch a video of mine. After this video, check out the next video. I greatly appreciate it. But this is your girl Nina coming to you to talk about I'm gonna talk about the Super Bowl. I talked about it a little bit the other day, but I mean they won't stop. So I gotta keep talking about this damn Super Bowl. And who else I was gonna talk about today? I know I'm gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar, your president. Oh, and Latinos. Let's talk about the Latinos real quick because they won't stop either. Everywhere all over the internet, y'all, the Latinos. Hey, Kanique. The Latinos on there. Hey, Sandra, Kanique, Sheila. How y'all doing? Thank you for coming on in. Make sure y'all push that like button. The Latinos, man, making these videos crying. I mean, blaming brown people for their decisions. This reminds me of everything that's going on right now, from the Diddy case to whatever. People make bad decisions, y'all, and they blame somebody else. And I'm about sick of these grown folks running around here making bad decisions, blaming other people, even baby mamas. My baby daddy ain't no good. Men don't take care of their kids. Didn't you pick him? I am just so sick of people making bad decisions and blaming us. Um, this morning by itself, I watched at least 10 videos of Hispanic people sitting there. I don't know why black people not standing with us. And then somebody said, F black people, especially black women, y'all heads nappy. Thank you for the love, Sandra. Their hair nappy, black women can't grow hair. Y'all some B words, y'all some N words. So if it don't work crying, you get to degrading us. And guess what? We still laughing. You know what I got to say about my people that I do love, because we always talk about what we don't like about my people. Let me tell you what I love about my brown people. We don't give a damn. Okay. My people have been put down, set aside, dogged out for so many years, over 400 years, to the point we don't give a damn. We have the toughest skin you're ever gonna touch. This melanin means something is tough. Stuff just bounce off of us. And guess what God gave us? He gave us a sharp tongue. Oh, no, 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 my sister Latino. You do not want to come up against a sister with this tongue. You better stand down. Okay? And it's sad that you all mad at us because you voted for Donald Trump. I remember seeing flags. I remember them tormenting people. Latinos for Trump. Latinos for Trump. We would never have a black woman in office. What? You didn't want a black woman in office, but you want a black woman to come fight for you, to save you, to stay in this country. That's interesting. Nope. You on your own. You better hold your breath and swim. You on your own, because y'all leave us all the time thinking you this. You think you're this. You know how many Latinos that I know that think they this? They treat black people like shit. And let me make this clear to you, Latinos. We've been fighting for you, the Asians, and everybody else since the beginning of time. Civil rights movement is the reason why your ass even came over here from the start. My ancestors died to open the door for you to come over here from the beginning. So what are you talking about? And what did you do? You came your ass over here and you bit the hand that fed you. You burnt the bridge that had you cross over here to get over here. You turned on the same people that helped you get rights to come to the United States. When Dr. King was speaking If you don't know who Dr. King is, Latino people, I hope y'all go find out today because it is Black History Month, which is Black History every month. Um, when he used to speak, he never said, "This is for my black people." He never said that. He said all people. Dr. King fought for all people to have the same rights. So I don't know what y'all talking about, saying we're not helping you. My ancestors been helping you from day one. When you go help us? All we asked you to do is vote for Kamala Harris. Did you do it? No. You said Latinos for Trump. Latinos. Oh, the white father Papi Mucho. Oh, Latinos for Trump. We're going to make him some burritos and some rice today. And guess what? Eat it. Trump at dinner. What did your father do for you? See, this is what I understand about Latinos. One thing about my people, we believe shit. If you don't believe me, go in the mall today and start running and watch every black person start running behind you. They don't even have to see what's going on. They gonna start running too. We believe fat meat greasy. When somebody tell us they go do something, we believe they ass. Trump told y'all he was gonna send you back, and you didn't believe him. Black folks were sitting there like, are they retarded? Jesus, what is going on here? Did they not hear this man saying he don't like them? We didn't understand it. We know they don't like us. We know they don't like us. They ain't even got to say it. But if Donald Trump would have got on there and said, every melanin person I'm sending back to Africa, if you vote for me, I'm sending y'all wherever y'all getting out of here. How many black folks you think would have voted for him? Probably 5. And some of us might have, nah, you know what? Some of my people, they like free tickets. Some people want to leave. They be like, man, we finna vote for Trump because I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go, shit. Nina taking too long on the boat. I'm ready to go now. I'm finna vote for Trump because I'm ready to get my ticket. Some people would have voted for him to leave. Y'all don't want to leave. Most of us want to leave. Y'all don't want to. Y'all think America is great. Guess what? America never been great for black folks. We had to fight for every single thing we ever had. And it's sad because we the one open doors for all of y'all. And we get treated the worst. Isn't that something how black folks had to fight just to sit at a table in a restaurant and pay for their food? They didn't ask for nothing free. We didn't ask for nothing free. We want to pay for our food and just eat a steak and a potato around a nice environment. And we had to die to do that. Our ancestors had to die so our kids could go to school. Yet they call us stupid, they call us dumb, they call us lazy, and we fought to get these things. DEI is for diversity. So somebody fought for diversity and civil rights so we can work, and y'all call us lazy. This world is so crazy and corrupt. You're going against the wrong person. Because if you keep on listening to history, somebody said, Nina, can you ever make a video without being racist? Hi, first of all, I can't be racist. Black folks can't be racist. Okay. Second, telling something that happened to me and my ancestors, that's my truth. How in the heck saying what you did to me is racist? So what people want to hear is, I did that to you and I keep doing it to you, but if you talk about it, you racist. That's so ridiculous to me. I can keep kicking you in your face, but if you say ouch, you a punk. You know what I'm saying? They say the most ridiculous shit ever. I'm speaking about what happened to my people. So keep that racist comment to yourself. You racist because you don't want me to talk about it. How about that? You can't do something to somebody, don't expect them to make a comment on it. Let somebody steal your car. What you gonna do? You gonna tell your neighbors? You gonna call the police? You gonna go get prayer? You want somebody to do something because they took something from you, right? Well, y'all took something from us. Y'all took our freedom. So we want somebody to do something about it. And they trying to take it again. Donald Trump sending people out this country. But guess what his plan is? I can tell y'all ahead of time, black folks. He want us to replace the Latinos. He want us to work for less than minimum wage. That's why he's saying there's a lot of money being misused in this country. He want the American black folks to get back out in the field. But Donald Trump, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, brother. Them days is over. Before we get out in the cotton field, you will have a whole lot of deleted people around here on this earth. Remember Kanye say it's a choice to be a slave? It's a choice. Either you go swim or you go drown. You go live or you go die. Y'all better keep on hoping that happen, because it ain't. And in the Bible it states, before the end of time, the head will be the tail will be the head. It never said the head gonna keep being the head. So guess what? The end of time is coming and things are changing. Things are changing and people panicking. People panicking. People panicking so much that they going against federal judges in the dang on White House. No, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm Hitler. I'm a dictator. Me and my little cousin Elon are going to take over the world. He's the richest man in the world. And guess what I want to say to y'all about that? What is the man to gain the world and lose his soul? That's Elon. And when you think of the richest man in the world, who comes to mind in the Bible? Let me tell you who come to my mind. When they rich and they wicked, his name is Lucifer. That man is on earth walking around demonic devil. Do you think God gonna let the devil take over his world? I'm not worried about Elon. He had a press conference in the Oval Office the other day. When have you known anybody that's working with Congress, working with the president, stand next to the president while he's sitting there and they having the press conference? That lets you know he bought this country. If y'all don't take them blinders off, he bought this presidency. He cheated to make Donald Trump win because he wants to run America. That's why him and Putin are really cool friends. They want to take over this country. And our dumbass president, y'all still talking about Donald Trump, is sitting there. What your money go do when your ass in a cave, Trump? Because you're going to be the first one they lock up. If they take over, Trump going to be the first one to go. Trump, you didn't know that. You going to be the first one to go. Elon using you to sit in that seat you sitting in. He already in the Oval Office talking. He's standing next to you. Next, he gonna be sitting in the chair. And this man really think Elon his boy. Elon go everywhere with Trump. You know why? Because he want to make sure Trump don't do shit or say nothing, because he know he cheated. He don't, Trump sometimes got slip of the tongue. He might say something. So he like his bodyguard. When have you known the staff to hang out with the boss? Isn't that conflict of interest? I remember all the years I used to be a manager, I wasn't allowed to go to no employee parties because it was conflict of interest. I would get in trouble. I would get fired. How you hanging out with the boss? It's funny how they talk about all this criminal activity, all this stealing of money, all this corrupt stuff in the United States, and they the biggest criminals walking around here. Donald Trump, before you say anything about somebody stealing some money, show us your taxes. Show us your tax returns. You've been stealing from the government how long? Before you say anything, Donald Trump, show us why you filed bankrupt 7 times. That means you stealing. That means you would have got a whole bunch of shit and you filed bankrupt and didn't pay for it. So you a thief. Elon, how did you become the richest man in the world? I know it wasn't from shoveling and working your way to the top. What you steal, sir? Talk about how many people dying in your Teslas every day. You want to talk about the government? Why we don't never hear you talk about your Teslas and people dying in them. We don't hear you say nothing. Elon had to take his hat off, got the scratch in his head. He was asking questions he couldn't answer. Like, oh, shit. I don't know what to say. I'm only a genius when I'm a nerd in my office. So I don't know what to say in public. I'm just a thief. It's gonna come out, y'all. Chill out. They trying to fire the federal judge that's knocking them down. Now Donald Trump talking about the federal judge system is corrupt. Everybody corrupt but you, Donald, huh? Everybody corrupt but you. These people are so wicked and evil. Y'all talking about Illuminati. What the hell is in the Oval Office right now? And they ain't said nothing about Diddy yet, but it's coming. Diddy go come home. And guess what I heard, y'all, from a little bird? Allegedly. Everything I say is alleged. Y'all remember Snoop Doggy Dogg? Remember Snoop Doggy Dogg? The gangster from Compton that performed at the Oval Office. Yes, sir, boss. I found out, I heard, allegedly, the reason he performed is because not only is he Hollywood puppet, Russell Simmons, from Run DMC, Russell Simmons, he over in Bali hiding from America. Russell paid Snoop, or Snoop owed Russell a favor to get close to Donald Trump to get him a pardon. So he getting cool with Donald Trump so Russell can come back to America. And if Russell come back to America and get a pardon, Diddy next. And you know who else Donald Trump got out? Let's talk about him real quick. Kodak Black. Donald Trump pardoned Kodak Black the first time he was in office, right? If Donald Trump would have kept Kodak Black in jail, maybe Kodak Black wouldn't be on the street of Atlanta eating chicken in the middle of the street high out of his mind. Kodak Black is an addict. It's so bad that Kanye West had to get on the internet and say, I know y'all really don't want to hear from me and y'all think I'm tripping and woo, 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 woo. And he showed Kodak Black video. I mean, he's sitting in the middle of the streets in Atlanta, y'all, eating a box of chicken. Like, I mean, he looked bad. To the point fans came and sat next to him like, bruh, you all right? His face twisted, his mouth twisted, and he eating, sitting right in the middle of the street. This is a millionaire black man who paid Donald Trump $1 million to get him out of prison. This boy's so gone on drugs. If somebody don't help Kodak Black will be in the penitentiary for the rest of his life, or Kodak Black is going to die. And it looked like he's headed to that grave. He's going to OD if somebody don't help him. So Kanye said, pretty much I can identify. I'm about to go help him. That's what I'm about to go do. And everybody laughed. Oh, what Kanye go do? What you doing? If I had money, I'd go talk to Kodak Black. Hey, brother, you need to go to the rehab. Where's your mama? Everybody watching him kill himself and laughing. They watched David Ruffin kill himself. They watched Elvis kill himself. They watch Michael Jackson and Prince allegedly kill themselves off pain meds. The world just laughed. The world don't have no love for folks, man. I'm telling you. People don't care until it's just like on YouTube. Like everybody knew what R. Kelly was doing allegedly. Did y'all care? Did anybody call Chicago police? Nah, you waited till all them girls got on the internet and said something like, I knew it. If you knew it, why you didn't do something? Some of y'all was right there in the city and said y'all witnessed R. Kelly picking up little girls at school. Did anybody call 911? No. Y'all was trying to get an autograph that day. It was R. Kelly. Y'all was jumping out the car. Hey, baby, just stay right here for the police and give me a ticket. I don't get an autograph from R. Kelly and a picture. Y'all didn't care who's picking up no ninth graders. The world don't care. But yeah, that's the rumor that your boy performed for Russell Simmons because Russell Simmons want to come back to America, and he can't come back to America with them federal warrants he got on him for touching kids, allegedly. So he told Snoop, go holler at Trump for me. And Snoop, I think he the host of the F-offs. Snoop be at every F-off. I think he the host. I think they got so much on Snoop, he got to do whatever they say. So we don't understand why Snoop Dogg performed, but Snoop know why he performed. And then we turn around and see Snoop. What was he hosting? He had on a football uniform. Was it the pregame? I don't know. He was hosting something before the Super Bowl. I said, now he done turned into Steve Harvey. Snoop got 8 jobs. A gangster from Compton. Steve Harvey. A homeless man from Ohio who cheated on 3 women, left 2 wives and all his kids. He considered Pookie, and they gave Steve Harvey all them jobs. You know why? Because they have token negroes. Did y'all see the Super Bowl when Samuel Jackson was out there as Uncle Sam? Because he was in Django. Remember he was in Django? We Sig Boss. Boss, who that negro on that nag? That was Samuel, right? Everybody got to have a Samuel Jackson in the house. And Snoop Dogg just happened to be one. Steve Harvey just happened to be one. Kevin Hart happened to be one. Y'all remember back in slavery when they used to have the black folks, some of them was house negroes. That still go on today. They need some house negroes, and this is why we say Kanye is crazy, because Kanye said, I don't want to be in the house no more. I'm finna go out back in the field with my people. And soon as he went out there, they made us believe that he was a disobedient slave and he was ignorant. So what we do with slave minds, the Willie Lynch letter, we said he was ignorant too. He ignorant boss? Yeah, he ignorant boss. And all he said was, take my billions. I'm finna go back out in the field. I ain't crazy. I was crazy when I was with y'all asses. I'm back out in the field. And everybody say, Kanye, he's strung out on drugs and crazy. When Cat Williams, when they couldn't control him, what did they tell us? He was an addict. Cat said, name one person that sold me some drugs, and I tell y'all I'm an addict. He said, everybody in Hollywood know everything about your life. Now, one person never said they got high with him besides weed. Now, one drug dealer said they sold him any kind of substance besides weed. But everybody had us thinking he was a crack addict. I'm just going to say it. He said, show him. Y'all said, y'all show everything else? Where my dealer at? Where my pusher? Who I get high with? They never produced it. See, one thing about the media, y'all, one thing about black folks, let me tell you how they use us. They will sit something in front of us because they know we go tear it apart, especially when it's about us. They put out there that Kanye, Cat Williams, and all of them was drug addicts. And what we do, we destroy their reputation. They didn't have to do nothing because they didn't want to get titled as a racist. So what's the best way to destroy a black person is let a black person do it. Y'all don't believe me? What's going on with Diddy right now? Who talking about Diddy? We are. They put that video of Cassie on the internet so we can say, I knew he was the king of baby oil. You big freak, you no good such and such. They knew we was going to do it. Because they made us. They control our minds. Y'all think y'all strong. But all they got to do is put something on TV and y'all go run with it. Just like those rappers and entertainers. Soon as they put on any apparel, they could put on anything. Now I'm going to go back to the Jordans. Soon as Jordan tie his shoes up and run across that court and say, I got on some Air Jordans. Every Negro wanted them shoes. Some people just got pow the other day for the new Jordans. And Jordan been retired how long? His shoes still embedded in y'all brain. You ain't nobody if you wear Shaq's. And he played for the NBA too, but they made you believe because Shaq said, I want my shoes in Payless because I want poor black folks to be able to afford my shoes. Negroes think they rich. I wish I would wear some Payless shoes. That's Shaq. He an NBA player. What's the difference in his shoes and Jordan? The Chinese people making both of them. But because they embedded it in your head that you rich if you got on some Jordans, you poor if you got on some Shaqs, y'all believed it. Shaq said it himself. He said, I don't understand black folks' logic. I run up and down the same court as Michael Jordan. And they think his shoes better than mine because he's Michael. And his cost $300 and mine's cost $39.99. And they don't realize it only costs about $5 to make both of them. People messed up. We brainwashed, y'all. We brainwashed. That's why the Hispanics is on the internet saying, I can't believe that black people, because they know we used to just follow along to get along. We used to believe in shit. They thought when they started crying, we was going to be like, oh, poo, let's help them. Because that's how we are. But this is a new day. It's a new day. We like, nope. I'm going to sit right here. Didn't you say I was Shaquanda with the nappy hair? My hair too nappy to talk for you. Didn't you say you didn't like black people? Keep on not liking us. Because we ain't saying nothing. Because when we tried to vote for y'all to stay here, y'all went against us. So eat the crow. Like Wendy Williams. Eat some crow. Good luck. Because I can tell y'all this much, people. If the shoe was on the other foot, if that was black folks getting put out of this country, do you think the Latinos will help us? If we was getting on here crying, they'd be like, look at the jigaboos crying. Look at the negroids crying. I'm glad they leaving. They ain't nothing but some criminal drug dealer gangbangers. Y'all would not say nothing in our behalf. So we tired of helping people. We tired of turning the other cheek. We didn't turn from that. Listen, we have turned from Dr. King to Malcolm X. Dr. King was like, just turn the other cheek. They slap you, turn the other cheek. Malcolm X was like, oh, hell no. I'm going to knock your ass out. We didn't turn it to Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. I'm tired of overcoming. We shall overcome. Nah, it's time to take your position now, people. All that kumbaya, that's what Malcolm X was saying. He said, I'm tired of this kumbaya shit. Holding hands, get sprayed with waters and dogs sick on us. Now we the dogs. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, we biting back. We finna fight back. 400 years is enough. Over 400 years is enough. I'm tired of the whips on my damn back. And we personally didn't go through segregation and slavery. Some of y'all still here that did. My parents did. I used to hear them talk about it. I just think that was so disgusting. I'm like, so y'all really had white and black only faucets? And then I tell y'all my mama was a rebel. What I'm saying now, my mother was saying back then in segregation. My mama said, yeah, and I used to do this. That's black water. Let me see what white water tastes like. They taste the same. So I might as well just drink some of the white water. My mother didn't give a damn. Hey, gal, you ain't supposed to be drinking that water. Who you talking to? One time, y'all, we were shopping with my mother. Let me tell you what segregation did to my mama. We was shopping with my mama. And some old white ladies walked up to me and my friends. So I had my friends, so it was about 6 of us. And they did us just like they did in The Color Purple years before The Color Purple came out. You remember when Oprah Winfrey had her kids? Thank you, Miss Deborah. Remember when Oprah Winfrey had her kids? And the white folks was like, oh, they so pretty. They so pretty. Do you want to come work for me? You remember that part? That happened to me and my friends when we were teenagers. We was in the store, and some white lady said, oh, my goodness. Oh, you gals are so pretty. Oh, you gals are beautiful. They didn't ask us to come work for us, but they was calling us gals. My mother was walking up, and I can see the mug on my mother's face. So I'm like, my mom. I'm thinking somebody over there pissed her off. So I'm like, well, my mother was Miss Ophelia before Miss Ophelia. I'm telling you, I think they made that part of the movie about my mama. She walked up, she threw her stuff down, she walked up in that lady's face, one of them, she said, what did you just call my girls? She said, the gals are so pretty. She said, you old wrinkled up ass bitch. Do you see some gals around here? I'm like, mama, I'm grabbing her, mama. She said, get back. She said, I will whoop your ass up and down this store if you don't get the hell out of my girl's face. These are women, young women, black women. She said, go to the car. She didn't even want to buy the stuff no more. And the lady's like, we sorry, we didn't mean no harm. She said, oh, yes, you did. You know what you doing, you old biddy. You know what you doing. She said, but I don't even disrespect my elders, but I will whoop all three of y'all asses up in here and go to jail pridefully. And I'm like, we get to the car. I said, Mama, why did you do that? She said, gal is a slave word. Don't you ever respond to somebody calling you a gal. She said, that's disrespect to a black woman. And I'm like, damn. And she rode home mad. She wasn't talking. She was clenching the steering wheel. She got out the car. She slammed the door. She went up there and told my daddy. She said she still wanted to fight. She said, I'm still boiling mad. My mother still wanted to fight. She said, the shit I went through, she said, I wish y'all would call one of my kids that shit. She was so mad. Another story about my mama. We was riding down the street, y'all. And we was at the red light. And my mother had looked down for a minute and the light turned yellow. I guess it was for the term. She missed the light. And the white lady behind us was riding on her horn. So my mother threw her hands up like, I'm sorry, I missed the light. The white lady came on the side of us right here. She said, you black bitch. Why did she say that? Y'all remember Hoppo when he was like, no, Miss Sophia, no. That's how I felt. I said, oh, does she know what she just did, Jesus? My mother, Lord have mercy, she hit the pedal because the lady took off in front of her. She did just about everything on the dash trying to catch this lady. She was acting like Medea. I was like, oh, mama, no. Her whole face changed. She followed this lady all the way home. The lady pulled up in her driveway and ran to the door trying to get her husband. The husband came out in his shorts. What's going on? My mom was chasing the lady around the car. She said, I will beat your ass, B. She said, I'll show you what a black B is. I will show you. She said, I will beat your husband ass too. He was like, ma'am, I'm just trying to understand what's going on. I'm grabbing my mama. The only reason she stopped was I started crying. The neighbors came out. She was cussing everybody out. My mother was so mad, and she carried a pistol, that the neighbors turned on the white lady. Why would you do that? Why would you mess with this older lady? They was like, we ain't with your ass. She finna whoop everybody's ass in the neighborhood. We on her side. They all turned on my mama's side and started apologizing. Her husband even apologized. And she's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I've been having a hard day. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. And he was looking like, do you know what we live now? Did you lost your damn mind? So my mama finally got in the car because she apologized and pulled off. I said, Mama, you got to stop beating up people. She was not buying disrespect on no level. My mother was not doing that. Period. She didn't care who you were. And I'm going to tell y'all a story about my daddy. See, I didn't got off subject. I love telling story time about my parents because they gone, okay? My father, y'all, do y'all know my father would have been 100 years old this October? My parents were old. My mom, I think my mother would be 97 this year. My dad will be 100 years old this year. He was a World War II veteran. So when I'm talking, y'all, I was raised by some rebels, and I was raised by people that experienced this stuff. I used to have to hear these stories every day, or I had to endure these stories. My father retired from his job, y'all. Do y'all like story time? Am I getting on y'all nerves? My father retired from his profession. He was a carpenter. He was a master carpenter like Jesus. My father can measure stuff with his eye. He had the keen eye. My father did this kind of work for 50-something years. He retired from one job. He was on one job, I believe, 48 years. He retired, right? He got on my mom's nerves so bad after retirement because he retired my mother when I was born. I'm the baby. When she got pregnant with me, my dad retired my mother. He said, "You're done. I got it. I got it from here." So my mother was a stay-home mom. I never experienced some of the stuff my siblings experienced because my mother was at home with me all my life. So he retired her, right? When he retired, every day I go in the house, they was arguing. My daddy was like Bill Cosby in the house. He couldn't fix stuff at home right, but he could build a whole house, but he couldn't fix a doorbell. My mom was like, "Jim, fix the doorbell." It'd be like ting, 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 ting. When he get done, it'd be like bloop, bloop. So she be cussing him out like, "How can you fix and build shit, but you can't fix nothing at home?" So I'm like, I gotta do something. They go kill each other, Jesus. So I was working at Burlington as a supervisor, Burlington Cofactory. And I was pregnant with my son, David. I said, "Daddy, I think Burlington need a maintenance guy." I don't know. They ain't gonna pay me my worth. I don't want to. I said, "Daddy, you don't like sitting down." I mean, from 3 o'clock in the morning until he go to bed, he was up doing something, getting on my mama nerves. She'll wash dishes. He'll rewash the dishes. He mopping floors. He just had to work. My father was a worker. He was not going to retire and just lay down and watch TV. He had to be doing something. He building somebody a deck. He was just doing something, right? Thank you, Miss Gloria. So I got him hired at Burlington. And when I went to my manager, I said, "Listen, y'all need a maintenance man. I got a guy that's going to be the first one at work. He going to keep the parking lot sparkle clean. He going to keep this store clean. He's not going to miss a day. And he's very structured. Whenever you tell him it's his lunch or his schedule, he's going to do exactly that. He's not going to waver off of nothing." That's my daddy. You talking about a veteran here. They was like, "For real? Okay." Yeah. My father came in there. He was remodeling shit. Everybody, the customers, the employees, they loved Jim Mayberry. Then when he got older, he became the greeter. People would come just to talk to my father because he has so much knowledge. Okay? Well, one day, I'm 9 months pregnant working. Shouldn't even been there. But I had to babysit my daddy. I had to go to Mr. Steve. I remember his name. Mr. Steve was our manager, a white man. He said, "Jim, you got to wait 30 extra minutes for your break because we sure helped somebody didn't come in." My father, y'all, pulled his schedule out his pocket. And he said, "Jim Mayberry, break on Thursday is at 12 o'clock. I'm sitting there helping customers like, oh, shit, what he about to do? Steve said, "But Jim, you can't go on your break till about 2. He said, "Jim Mayberry, you gave me the schedule. You gave me the schedule. My break is at 12 o'clock. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care who didn't come in. I'm going to eat at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock came, right? My daddy was headed to go get his lunch. My mama had made him lunch. Steve said, "Jim, where you going?" He said, "I'm going to lunch." He said, "No, you not. Get back in the back room." I told my customer, I said, "Excuse me, could you go to that register right there? Because I got to go get my daddy. My daddy for to kill somebody." I'm big as heck. I'm like, "Daddy, daddy, daddy." My father went in his pocket, y'all. He had this blade. And I know he carried it in his pocket. When he put his hand in his pocket and walked up to Steve, I said, "Jesus, he about to gut this man." I went up there, I grabbed my daddy. Thanks, thanks, Jacqueline. I grabbed my daddy. I said, "Daddy, don't do it. He grabbed that man in his collar. He said, I ain't never in my life let a white man talk to me like that. Do you think I retired from my job after 48 years? Worked hard to take care of my family. That I'm going to come here on my spare time and let you disrespect me? He said, I went to World War II and came back without a scratch. I will kill your ass in this motherfucking stove. I was like, oh, Lord. I had to call Big David. David, come and help me with my daddy. We had to get him out the store, but they loved my daddy so much. Corporate called him back to work. From that day on, Steve Neal, that's his name. That's one of my movers I got to go. See, I get too in tune with y'all. Steve Neal praised my daddy. When my daddy fell at Burlington Coal Factory, my daddy, matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all the rest of the story. I'm going to tell y'all the rest of the other video later. I'm into my daddy right now. When my daddy fell at Burlington Coal Factory, y'all, he had been there 15 years. He outdid me. I left. He did 15 years after his retirement. My daddy was 82 years old when he fell at Burlington Coal Factory and broke his neck. And he was paralyzed from the neck down. All he could move was his eyes. Corporate flew in that day. People quit their jobs at Burlington. Customers stopped coming in there because of my daddy, because they treated my daddy so bad when he fell. Corporate came in that day and told my mother, when my daddy was laying there, you know he can't sue because of Michigan law. He was on the clock. If my daddy hadn't punched in and fell, I would be a millionaire right now. We was facing millions of dollars lawsuit. But because of the state of Michigan, had the Fair Act, and they do stuff to cover, for employees. They cover, I forgot what it's called. But anyway, my mother couldn't sue for that, but she did sue. It took us 2 years. My mother got $300 and some thousand. After all the medical bills in 45 days, they ate up all the money but us. I think she had 120,000 left. 45 days ate up all that money. So my mother lived 2 years after my dad, and my mother was running around here like she was just Jesus. She had 3 heart attacks. So she ended up in a nursing home going through rehabilitation in a wheelchair. So she was balling out like she was Nino Brown in the nursing home. My mother would catch the go bus to the damn bank. I was over her money. They had to call me. Well, I had to tell them to call me after she did this. She would catch the go bus to the bank and get hundreds of dollars and just give them to the nurses and stuff at the nursing home. One day I went in there to visit my mama, because she was only in there for rehabilitation, y'all. I see balloons and everything. I said, dang, y'all having a party today? They was like, yeah, pizza coming in big. People coming in with 20, 30 boxes of pizza. And I'm like, dang, whose birthday is it? They said it's Miss Mayberry's birthday. I said, no, it's not. My mother's birthday in October. This like June. So I go in her room. I said, Mama, what are you doing? She said, I felt like having a party. She done threw the whole nursing home a party. She balling out like she Nino. I said, oh, hell no. I had to call the bank. I said, listen, anytime my mama come up here, call me. Do y'all know I was getting calls all through the day? I'm at work. Miss Mayberry, your mom here on the go bus. She want to take out $2,000. For what? She said she want to take some of her friends to lunch. $2,000? What the fuck? She was paying people rent in California. My aunt, she was just giving money out like she was God Almighty. I had to stop her. And then I started seeing, let me tell you what else my mother did, y'all. Now, my mother had her private room in a nursing home because she wasn't like one of them older, elderly people. She was there for rehabilitation. So I paid for her her own room. She had the waterfall, everything outside her room. I go in her room to look for her. I had her room decked out. She had her own bathroom and everything. I go in there, I'm like, where my mom at? I went by the pond. She went there. So I asked her, I said, where's my mother? She said, oh, she in the salon. I said, the salon? I go in there, y'all. My mama didn't call her nail tech. The nail tech in there doing her feet and her hands. She didn't call her Jerry curl lady because my mama had Jerry curl. She in there doing a Jerry curl in the nursing home. I said, Mama, you Nina, Jerry curl in the nursing home. She said, yeah, you wouldn't let me go to the salon. So I called her to me. And she said, and I'm tipping her $100. I said, you know what? I'm done. So, y'all, I couldn't leave the state when I wanted to because I had to babysit my parents. When my parents died, that's when I ended up getting married and left the state. But I had to babysit my dang on parents. And I done got all off the subject of this video. But I just started thinking about my parents and the things they have done and how beautiful they were. I had the best life ever, y'all. I will tell y'all the other part of the video later. I hope y'all enjoy story time. But my parents, the moral to this story is, my parents didn't, my mother's favorite word, she didn't take no wood nickels. I have story after story of my mama. I used to call my mama Joe Frazier. My mother was Joe. She just didn't have the boxing shorts on. My mother, at any given time, would give you the business. That's why I say I don't understand Twitch boss mama. My brother was my mama only son. She called him her number one son. That was her number one son. If that was Allison and my brother, y'all be saying, did y'all hear that they found another part of Allison's body over there by the Atlantic Ocean? My mother would have cut that lady up in pieces and had her all over the United States. They wouldn't have had to call the police. My mama would have got the call. You know, they found your son in it. My mother said, okay. She would have hung up the phone and she would have went straight to Allison's house. She wouldn't have went down to the police department. She wouldn't have went to the hotel. She would have went right to Allison's house. And they would have been like, have y'all seen Allison? And my mom would have been like, mm-mm. But guess what? Ain't nobody else go see her no more. She good. She good. She wouldn't even have no questions about what happened. You got to go. I don't believe your ass. You got to go. That's the kind of mother I had. So when y'all say I'm racist, I was raised by some rebels. My father would be 100 this year, y'all. 100. So you know what he went through. And one more story. And I know a lot of y'all heard this already, but some of y'all new here. Can y'all get my likes up? And I'm saying these stories because they make people laugh. I want y'all to enjoy y'all day to day. I was going to say some other stuff, but now I want y'all to enjoy y'all day to day. So maybe y'all can think about Miss Frankie and laugh. Before my mother came up north, y'all, they lived in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson was horrible back in segregation. You can imagine the South. My dad brought her up north because he came up here for work. This before they was married. So my father kept coming back and forth to visit my mom because he was up north working. When he was on a visit down there, right? They in my daddy's Cadillac. My daddy a soldier. You know, he came home from the military. He looking good, soldier, running around. You know, people in the South know him. The police pulls him over. My mother on the passenger side. So they said, get out the car, boy. My daddy got on his uniform. He get out the car. They got to saying something. My mother said she let her window down and she listening. They grabbed my father and they slammed him on the front of the hood. Bam. And they start hitting him in the back of his head. Just beating my daddy. Miss Sophia, get out the car. My daddy said he looking at her like, no. I know he was like, no, Miss Sophia, no, Miss Sophia. She gets out the car. She said, get your hands off my man. Get in the car, gal. When you hear the word gal with my mama, it's like Mother Dearest when they had the wire hangers. Wire hangers! She said, gal. Why she grabbed that little white man? My dad, I'm sorry, y'all. That's my son calling. I'll get it in a minute. My daddy said she wrapped her hand around his tie and socked his ass in the throat. He was choking. His partner was looking like, gal, get back in the car, because he had my daddy down. And my daddy said, just let me stop her. Just let me stop. She was beating the hell out the police. Finally, they called the chief. My mother stand up and they look and they realize who she was. That's Big Money Will, daughter. My granddaddy was Big Money Will in the South. He had all the farmland. My granddaddy used to ride the horses, big white horse. They knew my grandfather. And he used to have a big old shotgun on the side. He was Big Money Will. That's Wilson Johnson's girl. I'm going to take her home. Took my mama to her daddy. My mama was talking shit. My daddy said she still was talking shit. And I want to whoop him again. And they said, Will, your daughter got to lead us off. She beating up my police, Will. And I don't want to lock her up because we love you. So that's how my mother ended up in the South. My granddaddy packed her bags that night and told my daddy, if you take her with you, I will take care of you. Just take her with you, please, Jesus, take her with you. So they end up coming up north, and that's when the water faucet thing happened with the white on the way here. But that's how they end up north, because my mama was whooping police asses and everybody down south. And if it wasn't for her daddy, she wouldn't have had me. She wouldn't even been here. Her daddy saved her. But I say this to say, I'm cut from a different cloth, y'all. My parents lived this, what I'm talking about. They was a couple generations from slavery. My grandmother, her mama, and her grandmama was slaves. They was in that. So when I used to go see my grandmama, she had more stories than my parents did. So I know what I'm talking about. I witnessed it through my family members. When I used to go down south and places, they used to show us cotton fields and stuff. I've been there. I done seen this stuff. So I'm not amped to be taking orders from people and be called out my name. That's why people like, Nina, you don't have to respond to everything. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm Miss Frankie's daughter. You know what I'm saying? I just can't sometimes, and y'all think I'm bad. If y'all would have met my sister who passed away, my mama had her at 16. And my sister Janice and my brother James. I'm the good one. I'm the one that's reasonable. I'm the one calm them down. They just like my mama. I'm more passive like my father. It takes a minute to make me mad. But I'm more like my daddy. But I say this to say, y'all, keep y'all heads up. Respect folks. I don't care what color you are. Respect folks. Give people the respect that you want to receive. That's just the bottom line. I get so sick of people think they can just call people names. Think you can walk up in somebody's face. You don't know what kind of day somebody having. You don't know what kind of history somebody been through. You don't know folks' ancestors and what they had to endure. So you better leave folks alone. I be damned if I go through what my family fought for me to be free from. I be damned if I go through what my family fought for me to be free from. You go respect me. You ain't got to like me. But you go respect me. Man, woman, dog, cat, whatever. You go respect me. And it ain't even about color. I'm not going to let my own sisters disrespect me. The man sleeping with me ain't going to disrespect me. Nobody. My children ain't going to disrespect me because my cutoff game is serious. I came in this world alone. I'm going to leave alone. So I have no problem being by myself if you don't respect my boundaries. You know, you got to show me the same respect you want to receive. I don't know where people get off thinking you got the authority to tell me where I need to be and where I can't go. And you can call me all out my name and ain't no repercussions to your actions. It's some people right now in the penitentiary because of respect. For real, it's people in the penitentiary right now because somebody disrespected them. Doing a lot of time. Respect is king. So if you one of them people, I don't care if you're a supervisor. Now I'm talking to everybody right now. If you a supervisor at work, if you a manager at work, you a boss at work, leave them people alone. Treat them people like you still on that assembly line. Y'all get these positions and y'all dog folks. If you don't believe me, and black folks got it bad too, y'all. Call to get a water bill paid or a light bill paid and get a sister on the phone. And watch how her old bougie ass treat you. She thinks she... No, I'm not. I don't have a supervisor. No, I'm not going to transfer you. Girl, you make $25 an hour and you done lost your damn mind. I be want to reach through the phone and touch somebody. We going through so much right now, y'all. People just 1 second from snap, crackle, and pop. Y'all leave people alone, man. I don't care what color you are. Leave folks alone. And this is to the white people, the Caucasian folks. Only Caucasian folks. We don't have no problem with y'all. But I want to know why you hate us when you enslaved us. Why you hate us? Because we don't want to be slaves no more. We want the rights that you have and you mad? I'm just asking y'all to do this for me. And y'all know I'm not lying, Caucasian folks, because of gentrification. You go into any inner city right now, y'all taking over our old neighborhoods. I go through the hood where I grew up, y'all, and I don't see nothing but white folks. I'm like, damn, what happened to Pookie and Ray Ray them? That was their grandmama house. Now it's somebody else. It's Karen and Tim up in there with their new babies. Y'all in the heart of the city, among none but black folks. And you're not afraid. You know why you're not afraid? Because we don't bother you. We don't bother y'all. We ain't trying to take nothing from you. A black person will hurt each other before they hurt y'all because of the Willie Lynch syndrome. Y'all can go jog, and I see white folks jogging through the neighborhood in the middle of the night here in Grand Rapids. I don't know about the other cities. And don't nobody touch y'all. That's why I understand why y'all locking y'all doors and shit. Ain't nobody trying to get to you. We trying to get away from y'all. We try to stay far away from that shit as we can. But what y'all doing when y'all come around us? What are you doing here? Give me your slave papers. Do you live here? We don't bother y'all. Y'all bother us. So I'm asking you nicely. Please, white people, could y'all leave us alone? Please, Hispanic, Latinos, can y'all leave us alone? We didn't fought for y'all. We didn't die for y'all. We didn't work for y'all. We didn't enslave for y'all. We didn't raise y'all kids. We didn't taught y'all how to bathe. We didn't taught y'all how to cook. We didn't taught y'all how to do everything. And then we made the doorknob. We made the stoplight. We made the refrigerator. We made everything for y'all to use. And then y'all took it from us. Y'all took it. And we still didn't say nothing. Y'all even took the pancake mix. Y'all put Aunt Jemima on the pancake mix and y'all was getting the money. Her family just sued about 10 years ago and got money for their grandmama. The Aunt Jemima was somebody's grandmother. And we still didn't say nothing. We know what y'all did to our ancestors. We know what y'all did to our grandmothers. That's why a lot of us got these cousins with the good hair and the light eyes. And they look like the DeBarges. Because your grandpa went up in the field and took our grandmama out the field. And some of y'all took our little aunties, 8 years old. Some of y'all took our grandpas and mutilated them right in front of our grandmamas. And we still said, okay. We still just want peace. We still just want to go to school. We still just want to sit there and eat a steak with you. We still trying to be y'all friend. We still braid y'all hair. Y'all can still come to the barbecue. You know, we still teach y'all our dances. We teach y'all how to play basketball. We teach y'all how to play football. We on a team with y'all to help y'all make money. We just want to be y'all friend. We don't have nothing against y'all, white people. So why y'all hate us so bad? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever sat down and said, why don't I like Nina? Why don't I like Shaquanda? Why I don't like Pookie and Ray Ray? They never done nothing to me. One black man changed that KKK member whole attitude towards black people. And I gotta get their names for you. He kept begging a KKK member to just sit down with him. And I don't like black folks. So he said, please just sit down with me, just me and you, and we have security there. So the KKK member said, okay. He sat down with the black man. The black man said, I have one question. Why you hate me? He was talking all around in circles, calling the N-word, and I'll spit on you. He said, you ain't gonna spit on me. I just want you to answer my question. Why you hate me? Why you hate this? He couldn't answer. He said, name me one reason why you hate this. He could not answer. Then they kept talking and talking and talking for hours. Before the conversation was over, they was laughing with each other. And guess what? The guy took off that sheet, and he's not a KKK member no more. And him and that black man are the best of friends. Sit down with somebody and get to know them before you judge them. You might just like us. You might like some chitlins. You might like some collard greens and cornbread. You know our grandmamas can cook. You might like a sweet potato pie. You gonna be like, I don't want no more pumpkin pie. I'm going over Pookie and Ray Ray them house for Thanksgiving. You might like us. We're not as bad as what the world said we are. I'm challenging every Caucasian person that's watching me. And I don't even eat these. But I want y'all to try them. I want all y'all to find a black friend and tell them to make y'all some chitlins. And I want every white person to eat the chitlins. You know why? It's two reasons I want y'all to eat some chitlins. Because they taste pretty good. I just don't like them no more. They taste pretty good. And second, I want y'all to taste what your ancestors used to make my ancestors eat. And I want you to see how smart my great-great-great-great-grandmama was. She took the shit of a pig and she made it a meal. And I want y'all to taste it. I want y'all to sit down and eat some chitlins. Put some hot sauce on it. And black folks, put some hog mogs in it. Let them eat. Let them see how smart your ancestors was. They go eat that shit and say, wait a minute, Jesus. You mean my grandpa threw these out in the yard and your grandmama made it taste like this? She squeezed it. And she washed it. They seen shit. My grandmama seen a meal. Boy, my people have been through some stuff, boy. My people have been through some things. It's Black History Month. That's what led me to do this video. God led me to do this video. I hope y'all enjoyed my story time. It's touching because my daddy gonna be 100 years old. Wow. Our people been through some things, y'all. Make a difference today. We don't have to go through what they went through. They already paved the way. And they gave us the shortest month of the year, 28 days. Celebrate Black history every day. Donald Trump said he's taking Dr. King Day off the calendar. He said we can't celebrate Juneteenth. And just because he said that, we're going to celebrate all year long. We should have a national Saturday day where we barbecue. Light up your grill at 12. We're going to have the whole United States smelling like barbecue at 12 o'clock. Everybody light your grill up at 12. And do the crip walk. Serena Williams. They not like us. They not like us. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I'm running behind time. I hope y'all loved my video. I will come back with the video that I was supposed to make. Because I don't even remember. Y'all know how hot flashes is. And when you get old, I don't even remember what I was going to say any damn way. So I couldn't make the video even if I wanted to. And I don't care. I'm about to be 56 years old. And I'm embracing every second. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Push the thumbs up. Push that black bell. And after this video, watch another one. The one right under this video, watch that video. And if you already watched it, watch the next video. I'm encouraging you to watch a video every single day. And once you watch one video, watch one or two more. Please do that for me. God bless you all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.